Hey everybody, welcome back to Field Trippin.
What the fuck is up, yo?
Where I'm sorry it took us a minute in here. We had some technical difficulties, which we sorted out without anybody even freaking out or like crying or anything like that.
No, we actually just had fun.
I'd like to get some credit for that, and I will also give the credit. So you're welcome and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're here though.
Lots
and,
of love. Happy Rosh Hashanah, Shana Tova.
Was that now?
Yep. Or like tomorrow or something like that.
Damn. I would have liked to get off from school.
Yeah, right? That seems so nice.
Thanks, Jews.
Thank you, Jews.
So the plan today.
Thank you, Rob.
The plan today is very loose, and we're all our only intention. And I'm going to pass this to the chat. Our only intention right now is to just make something.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get the wheels spinning before we talk about anything else. I'm thinking we have just mixed medium stuff. Noah was interested in showing us how to felt. I don't know if you guys can. Does this come through? Look at that. He made that just out of felt.
I made this out of wool roving.
That's pretty.
I tried to sell this at an art mart.
I mean,
it looks like a penis. It looks like
it
a real
really
penis.
Does.
It looks like a real penis. You know,
like it's got like
it's got girth.
It's got like, you know how it's not like a perfect cylinder,
yeah, dude.
Like it's got the meat divots on it, man. Was that on purpose, or did you just spend a lot of time? Did you just squeeze it the right way afterwards? That's nuts, man. And what a perfect head on this thing.
Thank you so much, dude.
What the heck? And I love the imperfect circumcision scarf. I think that's perfect as well.
Thank you so much, dude. The head's always a little bit different color, you know?
Nice dick, dude.
Thank
For
you, dude.
real, man.
I tried to sell it at an art market at Temple.
Dude, and the angle coming, the exit angle from the balls is just, dude, this is Michelangelo. This is Michelangelo in marble. Can you believe that, dude?
Damn, thank you, dude.
Wow.
I really, you know.
Oh, man. That's just crazy.
I want it to be true to form.
That's just
I was
crazy,
working on some realism, you know.
Oh, my God. The hang
is real. It's such a good, it's such like a, like you nutted, but then you're still kind of hard.
You've still got some blood flow, but
yeah.
It's not really doing much.
It's dying, but it's, you know, it's there.
Yeah. All the lactic acid built up as you were going through the Ninja Warrior course. Now you can barely lift the thing. It's fatigued, but engorged.
You got to stroke it out.
Nice work, man.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. I found black ladies with white boyfriends really loved it. When they would walk by when I was trying to sell it, they would go, "Is that a penis?" And then I'd go, "Yeah." And they go, "How much is it?" And I'd go, $10. And they go, "Psh," and they'd walk away. But like, they'd be laughing. They'd be like pointing like to their friends, be like, "There's a fucking dick over there." And nobody bought it, but I'm kind of happy nobody bought it because I love having it, and it seemed to bring a lot of ladies.
I'll give
a lot
you
of
$10 for you to just keep it forever.
Yeah, dude. Right now, it's a little piece in my kitchen. I have it on like a little rack below my microwave.
Dude. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's next to the onions and garlic.
And like, dude, the little button up at the bottom of the scar. That's crazy too. It's got everything.
Dude, it's a dick. It's a dick. It's a dick. Like. A really good bit is like you put it in your pants, like, and then you just you plop it out of the zipper, you know, and you send a picture and you go, "Check this out," and people go, "What the fuck?" And you go, "It's not real. Look, it's not real." Then you take a picture of you like holding it next to your face and you go, "Look, it's fake. It's a felt dick." I gotta get
a picture of you sucking it.
Yeah, I gotta start selling these to like
Bro,
F to M's.
How long does this take? How long does it take you to make one of these?
That took like 30 minutes, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I think we're opening up the merch shop tomorrow. I'll figure out the shirts. In the meantime, this will be the only.
We're gonna crank out dicks, dude. Yeah, we can do different colors
to
too.
Own a Field Trippin.
Send a picture of your meat to Field Trippin, and I'll make a felt dick out of it. True to size, true to color. Send a video.
Oh God. Oh my God. And so as everyone probably saw, a pretty big time comic is in town this week. And
everyone saw Helium's Instagram, and I'm sure entered the giveaway.
Absolutely. I know I did.
I did as well. Didn't get it, unfortunately.
Of course not. No, it's never my luck. But you know, I sent some messages. I put out a tweet saying like, "Hey, if you want to come through,
yeah,
you know, maybe we could make something happen.
Yeah, so we have a lot of fun. We have 175,000 views.
True. Yeah, we hit him with
Total.
some stats, and we said like, "Yo, we're a pretty good time." And before I will say this: I ended up watching a ton of Matt Rife content on YouTube.
Really?
I watched an absolute ton. Have you guys taken the plunge?
I saw
No?
a little bit, but not
A little bit?
not tons.
A little bit. I've
Not
watched
tons.
a lot of it,
Really?
and I've never seen anyone kill so hard ever.
Really?
I've never seen anyone kill so hard in
Is
my
the
entire
hype
fucking
real?
life.
Is the Rife hype real? The Rife hype?
It's the Rife hype. The Reichstag is in full of it's like it's like a religious experience for women. And obviously like I was watching it and going like, well, this isn't funny to me.
Yeah.
Like but I'm not, I'm not
You're
a
trying
shitty
to be
guy.
too cool.
I don't know about trying to be too cool, but I've been conditioned by the internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's not you, it's society. It's how you were raised, how you were brought up.
And it's not my fault.
It's not your
and
fault.
So I finally present myself the content and I'm watching it and I'm going like, I don't think he's trying to appeal to my sensibilities, but he's got an entire room full of like 23 to 56-year-old women.
Rife heads.
The
Rife klutz.
the first Rife's club.
The fourth Rife.
The ex-Rife.
The fourth Rife is here, dude. Are you saying you're joining the Rifean Brotherhood, dude?
I'm joining as a spectator. I'm not jumping into the fucking the orgy that's taking place.
You're
Dude,
like
he's filling up.
You're like Poland. If this was Nazi Germany, you're Poland.
I'm completely,
You got sucked in by force, by brute Rife force.
I did everything I could to avoid it.
Yeah.
But dude, he's basically doing Dancing Bear. I watched like his
Yes.
I watched like his part of his special and I went, I understand that people laugh at that stuff. That's okay. And that's all I had to think about it. And then I watched, he has a lot, obviously he's famous for his crowd work.
Yeah.
He's doing Dancing Bear. He's standing in the front. Bro, he's standing in the middle of 400 dripping women. And they're like, the whole time, even while he's just regular talking, they're basically climaxing. Like the woos never stop.
Unreal, dude.
The woo.
If 50 Shades of Grey was a person.
I've fought with my wife. I fought with
About
Mary Jo.
Rife?
Not yet, but I've said, hey, I heard you wooing earlier when they said my name. I was wondering if maybe I could get a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like you don't have
That's
to
good.
perform for me, but like people can hear the way that you're wooing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
It's a bad look on you if she doesn't woo loud enough.
I'm telling you, she sounds like a whisper now compared to these middle-aged women and their daughters shrieking.
Dude,
Absolutely
coming, dude.
in their
They're coming.
in their salads, dude. I've never seen anything like it, and he's just picking people out and going like, "I'd fuck you," and people go, "Woo!" And then he'll look at someone else and he'll go like, "I don't know about you," and they go, "Ah!"
They all have those panty vibrators, so the sound.
That's what they give you, a pencil case. You put your phone in it, and they hand you a vibrating panties remote. And at any
Yonder
point
bag.
during the show, and
The Yonder vibe.
bro, the only thing he does is like call out a woman and just like
He goes,
he works out if he would have sex with them, and he calls them like ugly and says they need to dye their hair and stuff, and they're like, ah!
and is he like,
And they're doing
oh,
Dancing
boo,
Bear where they
boo,
all start clapping in
trash.
unison, and then one of them's like so drunk that she just starts sucking his dick on stage, and everyone's like, woo! And then the longer it goes on, and you can tell like there's a guy behind the camera telling them like, all right, let's keep up the energy, girls, and they're like, woo! And it's just the drunkest girl there sucking him with, and
And then like a fat lady
And
being
she's
like,
like-
it's her bachelorette party.
and she has a boyfriend. And she's like, she's like hitting herself in the
Crying,
face with his
dude.
feet. Yeah, she's already crying. She's already like, he's gonna find out. Flap, 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 flap. And he's just like, I don't even know if I would fuck you. And they go, oh!
They go, Matt Rife, Matt Rife, Matt Rife.
So anyway, I just want to say thank you for being here, Matt
give it
Rife,
up for
dude.
Matt
We
Rife.
appreciate you.
Give it up for Matt Rife. We got him. To all the haters out there that said we couldn't do it, the hood knew.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo, what's
Pretty
up,
good,
Matt?
man. Thanks for taking the time to be here,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks
we
for
really
coming through,
appreciate
dude.
you.
Yeah. No, for real, it's no problem, man.
How's the week been, dude? How's the fucking
Yeah, how's the fucking
tang
grind,
been?
dude? How's the grind?
The grind is great, man. And no, the shows have been great. The world tour's been in full effect.
Sold it out the first day.
Sold out. Insane. Like Taylor Swift-esque numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are, and I'm just really kind of just doing my truth up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that they do see it
That's
right.
clear.
Yeah, because
That's clear.
your job up there is to make them laugh.
Yeah.
You know?
and come.
And come. But I mean
Bank account high, nuts, low.
Yeah.
Shrunk
So
it.
I just gotta give it up, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
of course.
you rule, dude. Thank you.
Nah,
What's it?
you got to get your 10,000 pussies in before you can do.
That's a body count. dude.
Yeah, true. Before you're a professional.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I respect it, man.
Are you excited for the Asian?
Like I'm
pussy
doing,
you're about to get?
honestly, I'm doing Matt Rife for autistic guys, for like gamers. I'm doing Matt Rife for gamers
True.
everywhere I go. So I do kind of feel like, I'm not copying the playbook, but I do look at like the most fucked up dudes you've ever seen, and I go, I'll fuck this guy.
Do you go? You look like you don't even play Dark Souls.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like,
they go,
seriously. They go, talk about Starfield, and I go, fuck Bethesda, and they go, ugh! And then and now it's
then they
Dancing
go-
Bear for gamers, dude.
and then you go.
Yeah. So I'm just giving. That's just me giving.
And then his bro's like, he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dudes that came alone. Not a single pair of people in the entire building.
And then you came
hetero
in front of
or
all of
homo.
them.
Yeah, and I come up and I go, nothing makes sense, and they're just like, yes. I go, yo, dude, every new piece of information and behavior I receive from every other person confuses me, and they're just like, woo!
They go.
Let's go! Yeah, dude, they're all
Yeah.
stimming. They're just scraping their forks on plates.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm about, man.
Yeah. Shout out you guys.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I saw a little bit of Starfield play this weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I was telling you guys about it last week, where
Yeah.
the whole setup. It's
pretty good. It's pretty good. I watched a little bit of it, and my friend had to turn it off because he was like, "This is, it was really cool, but this is actually a boring part."
Ooh, that sounds like a lame ass mission.
And I said,
I don't know, man.
he was also just getting smoked repeatedly.
Oh, what a pussy.
I know. I was like,
He said it's overheating. I got to turn it off. My mom said I got to turn it off. Yeah, what a bummer.
yeah, it sucked. But I was like watching it, and I was like, yeah, it seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like seeing all the animals and stuff and the different planets.
scanning them. I like anything where you can walk around a planet and inventory everything. The guys in the chat are like, "Woo!" But yeah, give me a scanner to make a percentage go up by just like scanning stuff. I'll play 75 hours of that. Was that your microphone?
No, it was the water bottle, and it landed upright.
Oh, that's a bottle
good.
flip.
But yeah, it was pretty. I was like, yeah, I liked seeing all the animals and plants. I said, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then he said, these bats, these big bats. You know about the big bats?
Not there yet.
There's these crazy big bats, and they fucking swarmed his ass because they were level 15. He was only level 8 at the time.
Oh, that might be right ahead of me. I'm still very early on.
Yeah.
So, like Kool-Aid said, so it's really just exactly No Man's Sky. I don't know. I've heard No Man's Sky is pretty good. I bet you it's not even that good. Dude, welcome to Gamer Chat. See, this is it. I'm Gamer Matt Rife. Yeah, it's No Man's Sky if you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, fuck you.
Woo!
It's taking a lot out of me every time I do it.
You know? Yeah, honestly, now that I'm like getting kind of I'm gonna say kind of jacked. I'm getting kind of jacked from training for this fight. I might go shirt off, black and white headshots.
You should.
If I can get there, if I get honestly even the slightest bit of like definition, it's black and white, kissing the fingers, pointing at the camera,
abs misted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
like,
bite lips.
You wouldn't even know
Or
what to
lip
do
bite.
with it if you had it.
Yeah, it's like, I see you, but like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. That's gonna be me. Give me honestly 3 more weeks of training. What happened? What are you pointing at?
We're looking at the wrong cap. I was trying to
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, man.
who
My bad.
cares?
Which
dude?
one? That one? You want to look at that one? Like, damn. Oh, fuck. Like, doing a lot of like, damn. Oh, fuck. Shit. That stuff.
Like an e-cigarette, but it's
Yeah,
like
I mean-
not like a vape, like a blue e-cigarette.
Yeah. Just like that.
That's pretty good.
Brick
Damn.
wall needs to be a brick wall.
Just like little hair touches. Damn. Oh, shit. Fuck. Dog, for real.
A
So.
shoe up.
Yeah, let them know what I'm wearing, you know? I got other pairs, but
This is what I'm wearing
this is my
today.
cool one. Remember that lady screamed at us and said, "Get your sexy asses out of the street."
I do. Yeah,
That was a new black lady interaction unlocked.
That was really cool.
my my
both
scanner went up.
Level 25 black lady.
We got swarmed by the big black ladies. Have you heard about the big black ladies?
Heard about the swamp black ladies.
Yeah.
We were walking out of the studio like 3 weeks ago or something. And as we were crossing the street, a car, like an SUV, just zooms by us. And then a black lady is driving and goes, "Get your sexy asses out of the street."
Sexy asses out of the street.
And we said,
We said,
"Oh, man."
yeah.
But yeah, no, it was so sick. I only ever have bad interactions with black ladies in cars. They hate me, dude.
I stood there for an extra couple seconds like, is she going to stop again and like do that again? I got a taste and I was like,
Another one of those,
I said,
please.
yeah, just one more, please, before you go. I don't know when I'm going to get another one of these. Could you please just break me off one more of those?
It's
before
the
you-
highest
before you
compliment,
leave
I
me
think.
forever. Yeah, a road raging black woman screaming that you're sexy.
That's 25 sugars.
I could have left my car there and jogged home 25 miles. I was fucking
Dude,
freaking.
it was so nice.
Mhm.
They're always
Yeah.
telling me I'm on my phone and I'm gonna get hit by a car and I need to get the fuck out of the street.
Yeah, they're just regular yelling at you.
They're just yelling at me. They hate me.
Man.
Well, black ladies
Stick with me, man. They'll love you. Stick with me, man. They'll scream that you're sexy.
Shout out to all the cool black ladies, but all the mean black ladies that don't like or understand what a pedestrian right of way is and a crosswalk. Fuck
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah,
Dude.
if
They
you-
suck. They don't know what they're doing out
Have you ever
there.
blown through a stop sign eating a meal that requires a fork? This is not the show for you.
If one of you guys are here, get out.
Yeah. Everyone else,
You're cool.
chill. Yeah. So,
Anyway, yeah, we're making multimedia art today.
yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I don't let's did we put this in their heads?
I don't know. We were talking about it, and then we got
I think we got too high and the
we got
conversation got away from
curveballed.
us.
We got
Yeah.
curveballed, and that's fine.
We were distracted by our guest.
The Price is Rife.
Yeah, so I'm thinking here this isn't the end all be all. This is, you know what I mean? This isn't this is up for debate. I'm thinking, or the topics on my mind this week are, and I don't know, you're the expert here. You're the master, and I'm here to learn.
Anything is possible.
But here's
dry felt.
what the topics that I'm thinking about for this week for making something. Obviously 9/11.
9/11.
Let's get that out of the way. I mean,
Never forget. I'm not.
I'm not some kind of like fucking edgelord dickhead. Like I cried every 9/11. I
Really?
can cry right now talking about the most recent not even the original 9/11.
The
I
one
can
that
cry
just
talking
passed.
about Monday.
Really.
If
That's beautiful.
you put a gun to my head, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, but not including it would almost be like
Did you see the new like 9/11 hero picture dropped on like Reddit and social media and stuff?
No.
It was like this guy, he's a firefighter that got stuck in traffic and he ran to the fucking World Trade Center because there was traffic on the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah.
And he ran. And he's like, "This is the last picture of him ever." And it's like from like the back of a car. He's like the third firefighter in this picture. And they go, his remains were never found.
I love that. I read one about a cop.
Can you cry?
Oh my God, dude. It's so sad. He probably had a family.
A dog that will never see him again.
The dog is going to die.
The dog's gonna wish that he came home, but he never did.
His son is probably so sad.
Unless he's Pete Davidson. That guy turned out to be Pete Davidson's father.
He launched a career. I mean, imagine now. This is a real question, and you're probably gonna have to transport yourself back in time to answer it. But would you kill yourself if it guaranteed that your son was gonna have sex with Ariana Grande in her prime?
No, dude.
Really?
No saying, Ariana Grande, I never got, it's like she's a hot lady for sure, but I'm never
not saying,
like,
okay, let me, not specifically Ariana Grande,
but like such a hot babe.
He's swimming in the deep end.
But like, no, like, are you saying like just like
I actually fucked her.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
crazy.
That I would have thought you would have
ruled,
turned her
dude.
down. You know,
I fucked her
Sure.
into falsetto.
I thought you would have.
Unbelievable.
I thought you would have negged her. Woo!
I love the way you make me say.
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't kill yourself to guarantee your son elite pussy.
No, because he'll look like me. Look at me, man.
Oh,
You're hot as
true.
hell,
Yeah.
dude.
Look at my fucking nose.
You're hot as hell.
You think it's guaranteed?
This is permanently dark from being shoved in the ass.
I figured that
but
was a
that's the
69ing
ass of
stain.
asses of ladies though.
Lady Gaga.
Yes, please.
Ooh,
You know, that's the level of pussy that you're
you're
guaranteed.
getting Lady Gaga pussy.
So I understand Matt's got a different
Lady
perspective
Gaga
than us.
pussy make you go goo goo.
Yeah. I'm cuckoo for Gaga puss. Yes, I got there.
Let's go.
I figured it out. I figured it out. So, yeah. Spray nay exo. Spray and pray, not spray nay.
Big Sean said Ariana swallow.
Big Sean said Ariana swallow. So your son is guaranteed getting sucked off by Ariana Grande and she's swallowing and she's in her prime and all you have to do is die. Would you do that?
No shot, dude. You know how many just like hot ladies are out there that are gonna swallow cum, dude? You don't need to like it doesn't need to be Ariana Grande. It doesn't need to be the hottest lady in the world. She's not even the hottest lady in the world. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like I don't know. I bet there's like
But to a lot of people, she probably is.
There's some like fucking lady that works at a bank that's like fucking 11
Way
out of
hotter.
10, and she swallows for sure.
Now, would you
She
kill
eats
yourself
your
so
butt,
that
dude.
she would eat your son's butt? Would you kill yourself?
Maybe.
Would you throw yourself off of a skyscraper if it guaranteed that the hottest Home Depot employee in the entire world was going to eat your son's butt?
Could my ghost like watch, like be in the room watching over, like as it's happening, and I can like that's when I.
I mean, if we're talking
that's
about
when
like,
I cry. Tears of joy, and I go, "Attaboy, son."
yeah, and you just watch that for eternity.
In that scenario, yes.
That's when you go, nice son.
Yeah. I go, was never into incest porn myself, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I died when he was pretty young, so I kind of don't even know this guy. I could just jack off to this.
That's just a cool dude.
I can basically. I remember an old boy when he had sex with his daughter by mistake because he got tricked. I'm basically old boy in the afterlife.
It's basically that, but it's like I'm a ghost, and like rules are different here.
I mean, you're thinking.
It's different.
You're thinking terrestrial.
Western ideals at it again.
You're thinking very corporal or corporeal. I'm thinking ethereal. I understand the difference. But yeah, I would definitely kill myself.
Ghosts have a more Grecian kind of thought.
I would throw my head under a moving forklift
For
to make that happen.
For Ariana
so I
Grande.
could be a ghost and watch Ariana Grande at Home Depot.
Home Depot Ariana Grande. Damn, think about Home Depot Ariana Grande. Fat lady for sure. Looks like Dora, I bet. But Dora's kind of bad now. Have you seen Dora lately? No. Dora's kind of bad now. She got older. She really grew into that head, you know?
She probably looks exactly like Ariana Grande.
It's like, pull her up.
So would you kill yourself? Would you kill yourself to guarantee your son could have sex with adult Dora the Explorer?
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's a real celebrity I can get behind. Not some fake Spaniard, some real one that teaches you things. She'll take you about town. She'll teach you Spanish.
Yeah, I don't know how
No,
old
door now. Not child door. That's drunk. What the hell?
No, I got to be honest. This doesn't do anything for me.
Not door. Look up door 2023. No, that's not what I mean.
No, I don't know,
No, that's
man.
not. Take her off the screen. Look up Dora. Matt Rife is Dora the Explorer now.
Rife or no rifing.
No, look up Dora
shit.
2023.
Oh, man.
Man, this is not what I signed up for.
What the
You know,
fuck,
I came
man?
here to have fun with a bit celebrity. You're embarrassing me in front of a celebrity? This guy sells out all over the fucking world. And you're embarrassing me? What the fuck? That's not cool, dude.
Oh, man.
This is not cool.
I don't know. It's the haircut, man.
I know, you're
I'm
becoming
evil Tim
You're evil
now.
Tim, and I hate it.
I'm evil Tim now.
Next step, we're getting you Rogaine, and
Sorry,
we're growing
man.
this hair back on the show.
Sorry. No, I refuse. I got to get it out of my eyes. Now I'm seeing clearly. You know, now the hair's not in my eyes, I'm seeing clearly, and I know what's really up.
I'm not even a pedophile, dude.
Oh, I'm so glad we can isolate that. And I'm going to take out the knot. I'm
No.
going to say, I'm even a pedophile, dude. Wait, now take the knot out of his and put it into when I just said it.
No. I am a pedophile. Now take what I said and turn my voice into Tim's voice. I know how to play this game.
No.
I was a media studies major for a stint.
No.
I know how to do tech.
The show's getting away from me. We're gonna have to have a meeting. That's it. It's time for me to crack down. All right, what are we making? All right, so we got to incorporate 9/11.
9/11 or
I guess okay, so we can talk about what's the setting.
I'd love to do
Setting could be 9/11.
setting could be 9/11.
It doesn't need to be the subject, right?
No, not at all. I mean, billions of people were alive on 9/11.
Can it be sexy?
Sexy 9/11.
Okay, I like that.
I could do a
That's
sexy
good adjective.
9/11.
That's a good adjective. So sexy. So here, I'll start keeping a note on this. Just checking in with the chat again real quick. Thank you guys for fucking.
Yeah, and throw out add some adjectives. We're ad-libbing this creation. We have boxes, we have paint, we have felt, we have our imaginations, we have your brains.
Mm-hmm. All right, 9/11 sexy. I'm thinking the Mexican UFO corpse.
Yes, I'm a big fan of that. I've been big in on the Mexican corpse.
Yeah,
It's fake. It's fake.
I know that.
Newsflash, everybody. It's fake.
It's not 1,000-year-old alien.
It's the same mummy that they found in 2018. They
was also
reversed
fake.
which was also fake. Debunked. They
Yeah.
reversed the image.
Yeah,
It's
They'll
I'm
get you.
fucking everyone's mummies at my show, dude.
oh Matt, that's that shit that you be
Wow,
on.
man.
Damn.
Rife, you need to chill. Man.
Damn.
Rife attack.
Damn, Matt Rife's a bro.
The fourth Rife, man.
The fourth Rife. Matt Rife rules. Matt,
I told you.
Yeah.
you're right. You
I
know,
was
I'm sorry I
100% right.
doubted you. Matt, I'm sorry I doubted you
Whoa.
ever.
Bryce Grable's on
That's all right.
my level. Bryce Grable said, paint pregnant Luigi with Mega Man holding him from behind with the Twin Towers blowing up in the background.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, but
that's
I
cool.
I
But that's
do
cool.
think that that's what I'm about. And
Can we
to be
screenshot
honest,
that?
Yeah, to be honest, that's probably, if we get anywhere with this, that's probably close to where we'll be.
That's pretty cool. I mean if it's done, I think that's sick. If
Yeah.
it can be done, that's sick.
Yeah, I was actually going to do, my suggestion was, and I don't know if anyone's already done this. Probably, it feels like an idea that's already been done, but Sonic the Hedgehog, I was going to say he could have one of the towers like snapped in half, like it's bent over, and he's fucking it from behind. And then he's got his arm around the other tower, and he's like very
Making
like,
out.
disgustingly tongue kissing.
That's so hot, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's still like jumpers coming off him and stuff.
If we give these away, can I win that one?
It's for my living room. So maybe that one.
I think that the sexy 911 motif is what we should go towards today.
Sexy 911. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's definitely a start. What?
Twin Tower.
Is this retarded? Is this the stupidest shit ever? I'm sorry.
Nah, it's a hell of a start.
All right, Sexy 911. What about what's another noun we could add to this? The alien,
I think the alien for
the
sure.
escaped killer. That, by the way, shout out Rainey for
Shout out Rainey, dude. That was so
Rainey
funny.
honestly became a legend today.
So funny, dude.
He became a legend.
I showed my
that was a
girlfriend.
legacy building moment. That's it. That was a forever thing.
It was unbelievable. It's like shout out Rainey. That was so sick. He
it big.
did it. He did it.
He did it bigger.
I
than
thought
anybody.
people kept posting it on Instagram, and I said, "What the hell is this?" And then I turned on volume, and I said, "He's talking."
Unbelievable, man.
The dude said, "No."
No. I actually, when he said that, that was the most I've ever empathized with a person I've never met.
No.
When the chief of police heard Mike's question and went, no. I went,
No.
whoa, dude. I felt that. I felt that gave me the same sensation as though I was like sitting in like a hut, just like for 1,000 years.
You're the alien.
I fully reached out and was connected to the universe when the cop said no.
No.
Unbelievable.
But yeah,
right.
that was amazing.
So Sexy 911, which we do need another element there. I'm thinking as I'm brainstorming.
Sexy
this.
911. The aliens were driving the plane.
Ooh, spaceships instead of planes.
Yeah.
And
It could be two felt penises just crashing into the towers.
Oh, true.
yes, yeah, or like titty fucking. What if an airplane was titty fucking the World Trade Center?
Yup.
What? If, how about that?
I like that a lot.
Or what if Tower 1 was
Big tower
titty
tits.
fucking Sonic the Hedgehog?
I say keep it broad. And I want your guys' interpretations of Sexy 911.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Can we do that with felt?
Yeah.
Can we make an airplane and a skyscraper with big tits and make the airplane titty fuck it?
Yeah. Are we building one big piece together this episode?
This could be collaborative.
I think so. I think that would be good.
I think that's our best chance at finishing something, especially since I think we've killed almost an hour bullshitting.
At least.
We got too fucked up and I drank too much soda, and we are behind, I think.
What are we at?
We're at 32.
Oh, all right.
okay.
Cool. Oh, thank God. Yeah. All right. Let's start. Let's really make this special. What if so one of the towers is being titty fucked by an airplane,
Mm-hmm.
and the other tower is
I could definitely make a tower with tits out of felt.
I can't. I mean, if this is the penis you made, you know what? This is a very stupid idea, but I'm telling you, the penis is selling me. the penis is making me go, is this a stupid idea?
No, dude. It's like truly whatever you can imagine, you can make out of felt.
I don't believe it, man.
I'll show.
I don't believe. Okay, so yeah, then that's the challenge. Can you? I mean, it peels back a little bit.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah.
How many times did you reach down for your own piece while you're making this and just going, yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, it's like you have to make sure it has enough girth for sure. I want it to be like real. It's like
I wish you guys could feel this, man.
it has
Dang,
girth.
dude.
It's dense.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Let's what do we got to do then to get started?
So we're making Sexy 911. Should we do it in the box just to contain everything? Like in a shoebox?
I have Amazon boxes, I have shoe boxes.
We're having a plane titty fuck one of the towers, and what is the other tower
Now
doing?
what's the other one doing? Now is the other one in currently controlled demolition?
Yeah.
You know, is it like
That
half the
works.
height
Yeah,
and it's going
yeah,
down,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
second one is just absolutely getting squirted on by a
Should we do multimedia where we have a canvas with one of the towers collapsing and painting, and maybe the plane, and then the tower. Or
Oh yeah, I've got hot glue and tape and stuff and spray adhesive.
we can put it on the canvas. We can put the tower
We
on the
could-
canvas.
we
So it's
could-
3D and 2D.
We could build. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, All right. Here's my. I don't.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the felt stuff.
Okay. We're okay. So we mount this all on one of the big canvases. So, can you grab one of the big canvases for us out of there? I have an idea. Okay. Thank you. And then we cut the towers out of cardboard.
I can also felt a
stick-
tower.
Oh yeah.
We can do one tower. We can do the one like the standing tower titty fucking. I can see if I can make tits to put on the cardboard tower, because I felt it into like styrofoam before, like thick styrofoam.
Okay.
So I can try yeah, I can
I
make
trust your judgment. You're the artist, dude. I'm here to learn.
we can make the tower that's falling out of the cardboard. We can make we'll make the tower that's falling out of the felt. We'll make the tower that's titty fucking out of cardboard. We can put felt tits on it. We can maybe on the canvas paint the dick.
Okay.
The plane with the dick.
Right.
And I don't know. We can just do some kind of carnage around it. You can make like flames and like explosion kind of like stuff pretty cool
Yes.
with felt. You know.
So should we start with a blue sky? Right.
Is this the reverse? Should we just do clouds on the bottom? And then the plane with the dick coming through the clouds, like about to enter the tits of the World Trade Center?
Yeah. Start sketching it. Just start sketching. Yeah. Do we have a?
We have like a pencil or a marker or a pen or something?
We got lots of stuff. I think.
Got a pen?
That's our.
Toss that Sharpie. We can just paint over everything
Yeah. True.
and cover it up.
Yeah. This is gonna be great.
So we'll do.
I have a story while you start working on that.
Okay, for sure.
I didn't tell anybody this. I only told Mary Jo this, but I had a really cool encounter on my flight down to Florida. I was does anybody care? Does anybody give a fuck? I mean,
Yeah,
like, chat.
yeah.
Should I just talk about stuff?
Yeah,
All right, this is cool. So flying down to Tampa, which I mentioned on Dad Meet, was a total disaster. Everyone thought I was annoying. No one liked me.
That's not true.
They ended the weekend ignoring my text messages. But on my flight down, it was delayed for a long time because of like a big storm, and we ended up taking off. It wasn't that bad of a delay. I wasn't in even that bad of a mood, but we were flying, and we got to fly like maybe 200 miles away from the storm for hours. Like we were flying with a storm off to the right by a couple hundred miles. I don't know. It could have been 1,000,000 miles. It could have been 3 miles. I don't know. But it was far enough away that it was smooth sailing for us. But the storm was just raging. It was like almost gratuitous lightning, like too much lightning. And we were watching it from lightning level. So we're watching it rocket through these big storm clouds. And it's nighttime already. The clouds are like you can't see how far they go, and they're extremely like tall. And it was dark out, obviously, but we were flying near a city, so the city and the light pollution kind of gave us like a good idea of like the silhouette of the clouds. And so we just had a perfect view of just like, I mean, just unbelievable storm watching. I guess I don't know if I've ever considered myself even like a like casual storm watcher, but in this moment I went, I get it. If you're a storm watcher, I fucking get it.
Planes are the best for storm watching, dude. It's unbelievable.
Never seen anything like it.
It's the coolest thing ever. You see the entire storm just like, and you can see like where it's not raining at all. It's unbelievable.
So I'm sitting
Nature is metal.
I'm sitting in the middle. Nature, yeah. Now I get the fucking meme pages. I'm sitting in the middle. There's a guy sitting in the window seat, and he's got over the ear headphones on, and he's listening to them so loud and just like really enjoying snacks. It's like a middle-aged white guy, like short white hair, kind of a goatee, like just the most very nondescript guy, and he's just like listening to like the Police and then like Living Color, like no rhyme or reason to this dude's playlist. He's just really jamming, just throwing the snacks back. And he taps me. He's like, "Yo, dude, you gotta fucking look at this." And he's like, "I'll get out of your way." And he like shoved himself like up into the, like he gave me room to put my face in the window, and I'm watching this fucking thing.
That's so sick. What a cool dude.
Yeah, and I took a video and I sent it to my family, and I was just like, "Isn't this cool? Thinking of you guys." Like, I don't know. I'm just painting a picture of a very lovely moment, and then I had a meaningful interaction, and so we're kind of like, I don't like talking to strangers on flights, not because I dislike talking to people, but like, there's always so much noise that you're just like, huh? Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, no, I live there. I basically live there forever. Like, that's every conversation. You end up having to get very close and screaming. So you're gonna build the towers vertically off the canvas.
We're gonna build the towers vertically. This is gonna be made out of felt and like collapsing.
Yeah.
Maybe a plane sticking out of it. Maybe.
Whoa. So it's from above.
Yeah.
I get it.
And
Damn.
And then this is going to be made out of cardboard. If possible, we paint it to look like a building, and then I'll felt some big tits if we have time. And this is going to be, if not, the tits are metaphorical, you know, for the floors. Yeah. But and then this is a plane with a raging boner, and that's pre-cum.
Nice.
Because he's rearing to go, you know. He's had a whole flight built up with
he's got one shot,
big hard dick.
He's got one shot.
Yeah, like a horse
for sure. Because I was, and I'm not trying to change the idea.
Mr. Hands Tower.
My idea was going to be more of like a portrait style, where you're looking at like maybe the towers. Maybe the perspective is ground level. We build them up on here, and they stick off, and then now the boobs are facing. You can almost touch them a little bit and go like, that is actually, you know, the same tactile sensation as the penis. I think you invite someone to touch the yarn titties.
I like that.
And then that way we could either illustrate the second one or build it. And I mean, at that point, it's almost great to just have one tower standing with big tits with no explanation. But we can add, subtract. But
the 15 minutes in between.
Yeah, we regroup, we figure it out, and I think people are going to really want to touch those.
Should there be cum and carnage on the ground?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
I think so.
I like that.
Okay, cool.
So we go.
That's why I was saying let's blue wash it so that we have the sky in the background.
Yeah, and then we
build off of it.
Like from. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, almost like a picture of the Twin Towers that you would see in like an office.
Yeah.
Where it's just like generic skyscraper view.
It's like, then we're gonna scrap this. We're gonna go. That can stay.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
And we're gonna go.
Or you could even do a quarter panel perspective. Yeah. So I see what you mean.
And then just like a, like floor, window, big tits. Or should we do like this is one big tit coming, and the next one
You're saying, do we do both tits, or do we make one magnificent
one
tit?
big old
and
tit.
The other tit is implied?
Yes, because we're like, is this half the building, and this is coming from behind it? Like the dick is like, you don't even know what's fucking coming right now.
Yeah.
And the World Trade 1 or 2, whatever one fell second, is like, I'm here with my big fucking tower tits. Yeah. My big fucking my big tower milkies. And nothing can happen to me. What two plane crashes in one day?
They would never titty fuck two skyscrapers
that's insane.
in one day.
They would never bust all over two magnificent towers in one day.
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
4 tits. Damn, 4 tits. Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Now 2 people can grab them at the same time.
There's not anymore, dude. There's fucking damn terrorists, damn Al Qaeda.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm talking about on the painting.
Oh, dude,
God damn, that makes me so
dude.
mad.
Imagine how much cooler New York would be if there's 4 big tits in the sky. Thanks, fucking Osama bin Laden, dude. I'm glad John Cena fucking killed your ass, dude.
Yeah, I say we're getting on the same page now.
I like that. I like that vision a lot, and I think we should make that happen.
Let's go. So yeah, I'll finish my story with this guy.
This is too big for felt, by the way, though.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
We'll do
thinking
cardboard.
let's zoom out.
We can cardboard the box, and then I can felt the big tits. I can felt a big tit.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Okay. That's great. Yeah, it makes sense.
So it's sensory for the autists in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I have a crazy story about autists, dude. I was at an autism walk this weekend in the Lehigh Valley, and there was a ceremony. Miss Pennsylvania was there. Hubba. Just kidding. She was fine.
Oh.
It's like she was the bank teller.
She was no Dora the Explorer.
She was no
as a child.
No, dude. She was no adult Dora. Adult. Clip that when Tim said Dora as a child. Oh, but I was at this autism walk, dude, and there was this opening ceremony, and then this adult autist, dude, this like 55-year-old rushes the stage, hops on. He has a whistle. He starts blowing the whistle, and he goes, "What about adults? What about adults? What about adults with autism? What about adults with autism?" And he goes, "It's a business. They don't give a fuck about your children. It's a business to these people. They don't care." And then he's blowing the whistle, dude. Oh, dude, it was a Pepsi. Dude. Just one Pepsi, and she wouldn't give it to me. Damn, Matt Rife loves suicide tendencies. They say you're not an adult, and I say you don't know, man. I'm an adult. I say no, I'm an adult with autism. I just wanted a little support, just one bit of support. But they wouldn't give it to me. But
Wow,
damn, dude,
man.
yeah, he was spitting, dude. He was like, "They don't give a fuck. It's a business. What about adults? What about adults?" And it's like, I looked at my buddy and we were like, "Damn, this is sad," but it's like, he's so fucking right, dude. He's so right, dude. They don't give a fuck about adults. What about it? They make fun of them on fucking Netflix shows. That's all they fucking do. They don't give a fuck. Dude.
I know. And then Noah ran on stage. He said, "What about adult Dora? What about adult Dora? What about adult Dora?" They don't give a fuck that she's hot now. They thought she was hot enough when she was a kid.
They only care about kid Dora. What about adult Dora?
It's a business.
It's a business. It's a business. And I said, dude, he's so right. And then the security at this event, dude, like three fucking
Stomped his ass.
Dude, three light-skinned fucking 14-year-old teens with fades, and they couldn't
Did they all
move
just take
him,
turns
dude.
just like doing like boxing combos on
They couldn't fucking move him, dude. He was a rock.
Really?
He was a rock. There was a fucking canopy.
Oh my god,
there was
dude.
a canopy.
I thought they would have been on him like fucking piranhas.
No, dude, there was like a dude who looked like a fucking a black Indian dude fucking on stage talking, kind of eyeing, being like,
Bliz?
kind of like a
Please,
yeah,
black teens, help me.
like, are we gonna do anything about
Oh
this?
my
man?
god,
Like, I don't
let
know.
anybody up here, black teenagers, please help me.
and then they with their Matt Rife voices powerful
Damn.
walked on stage, and they tried to pull him
Get
off,
your retarded ass off the stage.
and then he held on to this like canopy on stage, and he was like what about adults? What about adults? and then they start once they got him off the stage, he was like just silent, just walked out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I made my point.
I know, but you can tell he brought the whistle to try and get everyone's attention, but everyone's just silently looking at him. So he blew the whistle and then just kind of like looked at everyone, and everyone was like,
All right, thanks, guys. I'll just get started.
what about Dude, at first I thought he was like a part of the show, but he was like a spaz, and he just like freaked out. But no, he was a fucking ringer, dude. He came in. He was a mercenary, a Hessian
What a fucking psycho.
from the.
But I totally relate. There will come a day where I'm incomprehensibly screaming about something.
Dude,
No, I'm not even a threat. People just want me to go away.
Dude, yo comprende. I heard him loud and clear, dude.
Yeah, Noah's in the crowd.
I said, dude. I said, he's playing the hits. I said, he's cooking.
Yeah.
I said, call him Ratatouille. I said, yes, chef.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so sad, but I was like, he's so right, and that's what makes it even sadder, because it's like, what are we doing with these guys?
So
We're talking to him right now.
we are them. We are them, dude.
all my angles. This is for you guys.
My story was sad. So my story has a sad ending. Well, not quite a sad ending. I don't know. So anyway, I don't like talking to people on planes, but I ended up talking to this guy because I had an autistic impulse where I said, you should talk to people. Because he kept like going like, man, this storm's really something, huh? And then he'd be like, yeah, right down there, we're over 395 coming out of Charleston. And he would like try to tell me about stuff. And I was just like, oh yeah, cool. I would pretend to put headphones back on. And then we get like closer to landing and I go, okay, if I start talking to him now and he's annoying, I'm only going to have like 15 minutes of misery. Now it's safe. And I indulge and I start chatting him up. And, we start talking about having families and stuff. And he started telling me what he used to do. And he's a commercial musician. So he's like, I no one knows who I am, but like, millions of people have heard my music. And he's like, and I'm happy, man. I just want to teach now. And I'm just like, cool, man. This seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like holding off. He keeps mentioning that he's a musician. And I'm holding off on asking him if I would know him for something because I'm trying to figure out how to not feel completely uncomfortable doing that. Yeah. And he reveals to me that he's like, I've played over 7,000 live gigs, and but I had to stop. Now in 2017, I became ill. I had a virus or something, and it caused nerve damage in my vocal cords, and I haven't been able to sing. I lost my voice.
No.
And he has like. He's pretty like successful and wealthy from it, but it's over. And he's like, so for the past like, 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years, I've just had to like come to grips with the fact that like, that was like, that's gone. And like the doctor, I had to self-diagnose it because doctors weren't like helping me or taking it seriously, which, tale as old as time. Yeah. And, I was just like, dang, dude. And I was just talking to him about like, how do you move on? Like, was there like a terrible period where it was just like, and he's just like unloading in like a pretty cool way. Then he starts, he tells me that. So he's like, yeah, so I know a ton about like synthesizers and I know a ton about like music composition. So he's like, I'm going to have like a teaching approach where I like explain the technical stuff that like is popular on YouTube, but I'll also show people how to like, I don't know, it fucking sounds sick, man. I consume that content.
Yeah,
that shit rules.
So sick.
And then I eventually did when he was like, hundreds of millions of people have heard my music. Yeah. I said, okay, what did you do? And he told me about it was a Coca-Cola Christmas commercial from like 1995. And I could instantly picture it in my head, but I couldn't hear the song. But he's like, I sang that. That's my song. And like, I guess it like afforded him his entire life because they played it constantly. I remembered it seeing it on TV constantly, and there was no streaming. Everyone had TV. Yeah, everyone saw the same commercials. Damn. Everyone saw the fucking. So it was Santa pulling into town with like a long like Coca-Cola tractor trailer train, and it was like Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming, and then at the end it had like always Coca-Cola, and I looked it up. So the guy's name was Matt Rife, and I looked him up on YouTube to prove it, and he not Matt Rife. Matt Rife, but I looked him up and it was him, and like I instantly recognized the fucking jam and
him.
No.
Is this how you spell
Yeah.
it?
Music. So no, yeah. So he was like, no one would know who I am. Yeah, that's the bro.
Damn, no way.
But yeah, he made a Coca-Cola song in 1995.
That's
that was
the
like,
bro,
and it was massively successful for him, and so I got high as fuck. When I got home from my trip, I got high as fuck with Mary Jo. Then I told her the story, and I looked it up. That was when I looked it up on the TV. And his YouTube channel has a ton of videos of him playing music. Damn. And I the one I picked was he covered Men at Work Overkill. And
so good.
Mary Jo was just openly crying. Wow. Just like full on, just like his shoulders moving up and down crying. And
yeah, what a tragic tale, dude.
So that's my lived experience. That was a meaningful moment that I went out and I gathered from the world and I brought back and I wanted to share with people.
Dude, that's so insane. How it's like, what are the odds that you just meet the Coca-Cola guy?
Yeah,
the Coca-Cola music guy.
I know. And
what a tragic tale he has, dude.
I know, but so he said that
it's like,
oh, so you guys, okay, so you want like a little swoop up at the end?
Yeah.
He said, I kept asking him about like the process that he went through for like medical stuff. I was like, have you considered like stem cell treatment? Would that work? He's like, yeah, but it's like $25,000 and who knows if it would even work. So I'm like, all right.
Fair.
And eventually he did reveal, he's like, I did go to like an open mic pretty recently, and I played and I sang for the first time since then.
No way.
And I said, and how did it go? He was like, it went okay. And
Let's
I was like,
go. Let's go.
Dude,
That's so sick.
he's on the fucking rebound,
Fuck
dude. He's
yeah,
on his way
dude.
back to the fucking top.
You can't stop a guy like that.
No.
Dude, it's in his blood. It's in his bones. He has to.
That was what I was saying.
That's so great. Damn. What a silver lining. So it's like, damn.
Right? What a neat little, like at the very last second, he was like, it went pretty good. I felt good.
Yeah,
I was
hopefully.
like, woo!
Yeah, hopefully soon he'll be back to writing these fucking his songs.
Yeah, Santa packs are coming. Pike Von Doom, that's it.
Damn.
Santa packs are coming. Santa packs are coming. And it was like
Damn.
the Coca-Cola train riding into town.
We got to get him on.
I mean, I
Did you fly into Philly with him?
So he,
Does he
no, I
live
flew into Tampa with him, and he was asking me about being down there, and I was telling him I was doing radio and a comedy show, and so he like looked me up.
Ooh.
He asked my permission. He said, "Do you mind if I like look you up?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead. I don't give a fuck." He could be listening right now, Matt Rife, if you're listening.
Wow. Say what's up
Hell
in the
yeah.
chat, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
That's so cool, though. No way.
Yeah, I just thought it was a neat little thing, man.
Was he in the? What did you notice if he was at the show at all? The show you did down there?
No, yeah, no. that would have been
Matt Rush is
crazy
in the audience.
if I convinced him to come see me and Zach Amico.
Maybe he would have had fun. He's an artist.
True,
You
true.
know?
He'd have to respect it.
He's an artist.
He'd have to respect. He'd have to respect it. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want
Game respect game.
True, gamers respect gamers. I just wanted to hit you guys with a little bit of story.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, let's start painting the canvas.
Let's paint the canvas. Let's get
Um,
the paints are over there. That's the felt stuff.
The felt stuff. My mistake.
That bag has the paints, and there's also the packs of paints.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, let me go. I'll grab a plate for us to mix.
I got plates.
Oh, you have a plate?
Well, they're over here somewhere.
Just heads up, we're at 57.
We're at 57. All right.
57. Damn, if you want to
So-
see this artwork,
Yeah, we are gonna.
you know where to fucking go.
I have a feeling we're gonna go long because I just feel like hanging out. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go over to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/fieldtrippin.
You're gonna want to see this, and if you go on, maybe you have a chance to win it.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll give it to someone. We'll definitely actually.
It's gonna go to somebody on the Patreon.
Do you know? So someone, one of the guys that won the.
Thank you, Danny.
One of the guys in the chat was the one who won your painting, but I had to go to UPS. I had to go to UPS to ship the paintings that we gave away before.
Brother, it's a fucking nightmare.
It's a nightmare, and also I had to like hand over Shaner's painting of him with a dick going through his head. I had to hand that over to a fucking Ariana Grande,
Yeah.
and she had to like weigh it and measure it in front of me and pack
Oh,
it.
that sucks.
And they,
dude.
you know what fucked me up? I thought that she would just weigh it and then it would go into a box, and I go, all right, that wasn't that bad. But they don't actually pack it right away. They take it, they print out like the slip, the sticker,
Yeah.
and then they just set it on a shelf somewhere until someone has a chance to come wrap it. So Shaner's cock head painting was just sitting out in the open at UPS in Northeast Philadelphia for who knows how long.
Ugh.
Until Ahmed
But
had a
that's
minute.
so funny.
Yeah, I mean that rules.
That's so funny.
That rules.
I fucking, whenever I would go ship paintings, I would do it at the UPS store inside the Temple University Student Center, and it was the same dude every time. And every time I'd go, he'd go, "You paint these things?" And I'd go, "Yeah." And he'd go, "How much you getting for these?" And I was like, "This one was like $250." He said, $250? I gotta get into this. And I said, "Yeah, for sure, dude.
You
Go for
fucking
it."
wish, man.
But I would never, I'd always just like describe them to him because I'd always give them to him in the boxes, and I'd be like, he'd be like, "Do you have the slip?" And I'd go, "No, I need that." I said,
Yeah.
"Here's the address. Please print this
I
out."
need you to do your job for me.
Yeah, I said,
Money.
"Thanks." I said, "Thanks, boss." I said, "I met you halfway."
You're punishing.
He's cool though. Shout out that dude. So we need the blue.
Yeah, he actually lost his label maker. They said he would never print labels again. And he said he went to a label printing open mic a couple weeks ago, and he printed out a couple labels and said it was pretty good.
He said it was
So
pretty good.
There's
So
a
he's
silver
back,
lining to all of it.
You know. Shout out to him. Rest in peace. I hope he's alive. He seems like he used to like chit chat with me, and he'd tell me about like the hijinks he got into as like as a youth, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty valuable.
All the beers that him and his bros would drink.
You kind of need a dude like that breaking it down for you. I'm trying to become that actually.
Yeah,
I kind of want to just
bro.
I kind of want to just like disappear into the background of someone's retail experience and just like kind of break it down for them, you know, from time to time.
You should. I think that's a good look.
You need
I
some
think
white for that, huh?
Yeah, I got the white. It needs to be crystal clear, perfectly blue. You know, that's why they picked 9/11, because it was a crystal clear, perfectly blue day.
They planned it for the weather.
Not a cloud in the sky. Yeah.
Damn.
My social studies teacher freshman year of high school used to love saying that.
Oh man, I forgot you went to high school like 10 years after me.
I went to high school. I was in high school in 2018.
What?
That's when I graduated.
I'm 11,000 years old.
Nah, you're fine.
I can't imagine high school with like smartphones.
Yeah, they were everywhere. Vapes, carts. The rise of carts was when I was in high school.
Ugh.
We need some more white on this guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. We were talking before we went live about like not caring, you know?
Yeah.
Did any of the kids that you went to high school with as you guys almost graduated, did any of them get into like giving a fuck about like stuff that you would see on the Daily Show?
Dude, so many things were fucking... Kids started giving a fuck so hard. I was in high school when like Donald Trump was like getting his whole thing.
Yeah.
So everyone got on like a fucking soapbox, you know?
And you completely avoided it.
Yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. But it's like, why do I care? I don't know. It's like, what am I gonna do about it? It's like, yeah, I think it's... Thank God there's no water in that. I think it's like gay for sure. It's like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know. They don't want me to do anything about it.
Dude,
You know?
I lived through people like giving a fuck about like which news channels you watched. You know?
It's like in people. That's now though, dude. People.
No, I think everyone is on news is all bad now.
Not, dude. That's a minority, dude.
No.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you this, it was a million times worse. I knew people that like followed blogs that like tracked every time Fox News lied.
There. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it was called newshounds.us. And
Yeah,
and
and they
you would
were.
you would be expected to be like, yeah, I know, they're basically evil. You know, but like not like other ones. Other ones are okay.
Dude, it's like they're all fucked, dude. I don't know, dude.
You're such an artist.
I hate it. People fucking suck, dude. I don't know. Like, it really, like, I don't know. Why do people, like, how do people have no, like, kind of self-awareness and they're like, I'm being so fucking gay right now, dude?
Well, I don't know, man.
Like, how is that, like, you see, like, politicians and you're like, yeah, I can get behind that fucking 200%, and I'm just gonna, like, my whole thing is, like, I'm gonna be like, I like this fucking old dickhead.
No,
And that's my whole thing.
That has caught on. I do recognize that people feel that way now, but when, dude, I
understand it was a different time.
it was nuts. It was nuts.
Were you on those blogs? Were you riding? Did you say, what the hell is Fox News up to?
Yeah, I think I mistakenly gave a shit for a long time.
Don't call me a Russian, you motherfucker.
I mean, it was down to like they would like count how much like screen time they gave to each political party, you know? And it'd be like this week they gave this, you know, so many hours to Republicans. They gave so many to Democrats, and like your friend groups would reinforce shit like, well, yeah, because they're evil. They're all evil. Like one side is evil and one side is good. And it was like, I don't know, man. It was intense. It was absolutely nuts.
The echo chamber.
And you never had, I mean, I guess you had to deal with it as bad as anybody, but I'm just jealous that you sidestepped it.
Yeah,
that's where I was going with it.
I don't know, because it's like, I think it definitely has to do with like social media and like fucking smartphones and all that shit, because you see all of it. It's so like right there, and you're like, this sucks, you know? Yeah. Like there's nothing I don't know. I guess people are so into it. Like still, that's like such a huge thing, but I don't.
No, it's way better now.
It's definitely, I think definitely, even in the last 3, 4, 5 years. Whatever, it's chill.
I'm actually pumped. I think it rules now. Well, not rules, but like it's so much better.
Yeah, it seems like people
I gotta
have
give
chilled.
it up. I gotta give it up I got to give it up to modern man for realizing how much shit is just completely made up.
Yeah, shout out modern man.
Shout out to humans, dude.
Shout out humanoid Z. I don't think that's a real thing.
There we go.
All right, we have a beautiful blue sky.
And we have a Tower 1, man.
Let's go. We're about to make Tower 1. Should we make it like a box, like a 3D box?
We
have the
could.
glue, right? We
Yeah.
should. I think we should. If we're
Yeah.
going to put the tits on it, it needs to be...
Yes.
Imagine this in a home.
Imagine this in your home.
Imagine this in the fucking art museum, dude. Imagine this in the
Dude,
Louvre.
imagine this in your fucking gaming room.
Yes, dude. Imagine you start fucking freaking out because someone beat you in a game and you need to stim so hard and you just grab
You just
these fucking
grab your
tits.
9/11 tits. You just reach over the back of your gaming chair. You're streaming on Twitch to one viewer, and you're just like, imagine.
You go, okay, let's go. I love that dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be you. There we go. Also, when I saw like my in-laws getting into like politics, I was just like, oh, all right, shit. This is for old retard. This is like
It's for old retards. That's
yeah,
it.
this is for old retarded people. My bad.
The news and politics was invented to keep fucking
But I wanted to be a
old
grown-up.
retards at bay, dude.
I wanted to be a grown-up so bad. Yo, I had a dude who announced on our hardcore message board that he got a subscription to The Economist, and people were just like, "That's smart, dude."
Let's go, bro. Let's go. You'll know the price of oil for
Yo,
sure.
I had a dude be like, "Hey, I was reading The Economist, which I subscribe to. I get a monthly one. It's not. I mean, I just want to keep up with it, really. Like, and people just like not going, "You're gay. Kill yourself."
That's so embarrassing.
It really does something to your psyche.
That's so fucking embarrassing.
I know.
Shout out to all my Economist readers.
Yeah, for real though. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for using your brains, man.
I
really appreciate. Yeah, that's my troops. Honestly, anyone who like pretends to be a fucking genius for the internet, and they find like the shit that's cool to just regurgitate. I go to them and I go, "Thank you for your service."
salute to you, brother.
Yeah, you sir have won the internet. That's the perfect size.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll do this. Hold on. Let me mark this and then I'll fill in the rest with blue.
Yeah, sure.
And then you got to stew, baby.
I love showing people the creative process. I'm sure there's people out here who, make stuff all the time, but like I love showing people how fucking how an artist's mind works, What a pleasure.
Inside the mind, inside the actor's studio.
Santa packs are coming. Santa packs are coming. Santa packs are coming. Always Coca-Cola. How old were you in 1995, Noah?
I was -5.
Oh my God.
I was supposed to be, fun fact, I was supposed to be born in 1999. I was born like a week and a half late.
Damn.
That's why I'm so
You're
wise.
a Y2K baby?
Yeah. I was born on January 6th.
So you didn't live through Y2K either, which was like really, really dumb?
No. When I got there, I said, yo, get all this fucking dumb shit out of here. I said, if you want me to live around here, you got to knock all this dumb shit off.
Fuck all this dumb shit.
And they
dude.
said, fair enough. They said, he's cooking.
Wow.
And I said, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your brain is, it should be studied. You're the youngest person on the planet. We need to capture and study Noah. You should be like in Children of Men, the pregnant lady. They should go, we found the youngest guy in the world. we need to capture. This is going to be very valuable to other world governments that they're going to be chasing him.
I think I look older than I am, though. I think I look way older.
I know,
than
that's
I
your
am.
disguise.
Yeah.
That was like the lady pretending she wasn't pregnant.
So true. That's like the
You look like you look like a hard scrabble migrant worker.
I'm like the
throw
Ukrainian
off the-
midget that was like, I'm a 6-year-old girl.
I'm Dora the Explorer.
I'm Dora the Explorer, but as an adult,
adult.
I'm hot and fucking Latina.
All right,
right,
we're gonna hop over to the the Patreon to continue partying, I guess, being bad boys.
Oh yeah,
really.
should we check in with Rife before we head over to the
Rife.
Patreon?
Yeah, let's just say thank you.
Rife dog.
Legend, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, dude. We know you're fucking world touring. Thank you for taking out a slice of your busy schedule to come hang with us.
Yeah, of course. Is it okay if I plug a few things?
Plug a few.
Yeah, what do you got
things.
coming up?
I mean, you're sold out everywhere.
We'll go to mattrife.com for tickets. If
you can get any.
I know, dude. Seriously, I'm so happy for you, though.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking big.
That's so far. I'm so pumped on that for you, man.
Thanks, man. And for booking inquiries, mattrife@gmail.
Those are about $100,000 a spot, right?
Something
yeah,
like
for a
that.
speaking fee.
Yeah.
And
They- you gotta-
email at rifle@gmail.com. That's my
What's-
personal. Send me
Damn.
your boobs and butts and stuff.
Yeah, what's your
Boobs and butts.
Snapchat?
We
Drop
love
your
boobs and
Snapchat
butts.
for them so they can follow you and
Send me your SNs.
All right, thanks.
So, thanks for having me
Yeah,
on.
thank you guys. Thank you, Matt Rife. Shout out Matt Rife. Shout out Tim.
Damn,
Shout out the squad.
what a fun time. See you guys.
Thank you. Bye.